Welcome to the bald. Like this man Omari, bro. Oh my god. Already off the rip. Man. Cut to shit.
All right.
I got you. All right. Welcome to the live podcast.
What's
Man.
going on? We live.
Number 44, we're live. I'm gonna wait till this man get his shit together. I'm gonna give him a second to collect his belongings. You know what I mean?
Collect his thoughts. He needs to collect his thoughts.
Yeah, and emotions. But we're gonna be here reviewing Thursday night football. We're gonna go over our picks for Sunday. You know, we're gonna start doing this on a weekly basis. So tune in. First comment of the day: Jerry Jeudy stinks. Can we all concur with this statement? I'm gonna add Omari back.
Yes. Should I start on this TNF or
Didn't Jerry Jeudy was getting talked like someone was talking shit about him like right before the game? Who was that guy?
Steve Smith? And he is just an average guy. Jerry Jeudy, he was a first-round draft pick. Supposedly had the best route running in the NFL. Coming into the NFL, hasn't shown any case of that. Talking trash, and he's just not good, man. He's very, very bad. I think he's at best can be a wide receiver. And will never be a wide receiver one on any roster. I'm convinced now. It's been too many seasons. And the Broncos just suck in general. I don't even think it's just on Russell Wilson. I think the play calling's bad. Separation from wide receivers is bad. Blocking's bad. Russ is actually trying out there to get yards himself running, and it's not working. I mean, you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, but in 4 weeks you've looked pretty bad. You shouldn't have beat the Bears too. The Bears choked that. They're probably the worst team in the NFL, right next to the Panthers. I think the Bears are better than them. And everything, they just need to blow it up. Like, there's no saving this roster. You keep Russ's contract because it's so expensive. You can't trade and get any assets for him. But everything around him, you blow up and draft and you try to get picks and keep Surtain, the best running back in the league. So,
I mean,
I keep everything. That's my spiel on the Broncos. They stink. So,
yeah, I don't know what else we would have expected to happen on Thursday night. You know, their defense actually stepped up today. Surprisingly, we've been complaining about their defense giving up 70 points every week, you know, basically allowing Zach Wilson to look like a Hall of Fame quarterback. But this week, they actually stepped up. They kind of limited Mahomes. He didn't look too great. You know, we expected a bounce back game, but that didn't happen. And yet, Russell Wilson couldn't do a damn thing. 2 picks, granted. Some of them not his fault. His receivers can't separate for shit. They can't get open. Doesn't help him. But 2 picks nonetheless, couldn't hit over 100 receiving yards. And they got thoroughly dominated in all phases of the game. I don't know. We'll see what they do. You gave up your first-round pick to get Sean Payton. Hasn't worked out, you know. It is what it is. Sorry, Broncos country. It's looking rough this season. It's not much I can say for you guys.
Look,
do you think Kansas City just doesn't look as good?
Yeah, I think that too.
I think their defense is better, though. I think they are going to shoulder more of the load in seasons past. They have a much improved defense. Trent McDuffie's a young up-and-coming star. You got Chris Jones. You got linebackers all over the place. Nick Bolton. They really held a lot of what, you know, obviously the Broncos aren't some kind of crazy offense, but we've seen the weeks prior they could get some things going. This week, it was nothing. They made them look like the worst offense in the league. So I like what
I think Kansas City's defense is good, but their offense doesn't look as, like, good as it has in years past, even without.
I was telling Devin, I don't even think they're like a real Super Bowl contender this year.
No, that's crazy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you always have a chance with Mahomes, but I think some of these other teams they're gonna
just one. Like,
it's not just Mahomes. There's Kelsey on the team too, Huss.
Yeah, Pacheco's one of the good QBs too.
They couldn't put points against the worst. They put 19 points against the worst defense. The Vikings almost beat them. If it wasn't for a penalty call, they could have sent that to OT. They're not looking as good as dominant as they should be against teams. So,
I mean, yeah, but to say that they're not contenders is like, I get what you're saying. They don't look as good as they have before, but they're definitely still contenders. Like, I think,
for sure.
I mean more like favorite. Like, I don't think they're like favorites.
I mean, 49ers should be the favorites for sure right now. But
in their division, I think the Bills and Miami are better than them.
Division? You mean conference?
Conference, sorry, yeah.
I mean, Bills, I could get it, but they just lost to the Jags in Miami. They lost to the Bills, so I think it's pretty even.
They're jet
I
lag.
think it's an even playing field in the AFC right now.
I think it's close, man. I think nobody's really stood out to me. Really, I mean, I thought it was the Bills, but them getting clapped by the Jags. I know whatever in London, it is what it is, but I guess we'll see this week if they bounce back. We'll get to them when we get to them. We could talk about the Bills and whatnot. Let's stay on the Chiefs and the Broncos. Any other thoughts? Chiefs side, Broncos side. Let's see. Let's look at Denver. Who they have coming up next in the schedule. Going to be playing the Packers coming off a bye. Then the Chiefs again. Then the Bills. Then the Vikings, Browns, Texans, Chargers, Lions. Not an easy schedule.
But who's this?
The Broncos.
Oh, goddamn.
They're cooked, man. That team is.
Yeah.
I think they're just gonna lose a bunch of games. There's no hope.
There's no way they win anything.
Yeah, I mean, Russ looks actually. He doesn't look bad anymore. Last year was like very, very terrible. This year is like more on the players rather than him.
It's a lot going on. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's like when your offense is good, your defense sucks, and then when your defense steps up, you can't do anything offensively.
You're.
Hey,
Yes, Chris.
come say something about the Broncos.
Here, watch this.
Oh, look,
See?
it's the
Watch
fifth
the
BDL
stream.
member. The fifth BDL member.
On YouTube?
Yes, sir. All right.
What were you saying?
That's really it. I mean, you got anything to add about Broncos, Chiefs? That's what I asked Hussein if you wanted to say something about the game.
Nah, them niggas is ass. It's like it wasn't much to it. I don't think the Chiefs looked as good as they should have, but it is what it is. Like a win's a win.
All right, then let's get to the predicts for Sunday.
Now let's
Start
get to
first.
the
The rankings of
Oh, yeah,
last
let's
week.
do a recap. Let's do a
Last
recap of
week, yeah,
last week. Good call. Go ahead, Omari.
All
You
right.
got the mic on this one.
all right, y'all. So this nigga Hassan just late?
It's fine. It's fine. It's probably needs to his fixes it. I'll add him back.
Let's see. Well, I'll give it a second. Hold on.
You good? You good? You got it, bro. Give it out. He could watch the live back.
Yeah, he's on it.
Okay, here. Let me you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, you can. I'll throw it up here.
Yeah. All right. So my glasses just funny. All right, let's go.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, brother.
Mhm.
I was lagging way too hard.
All right, brother. Show
See
us.
it now.
All right, so this is the week 5 predicts right here. So we're gonna recap. I know you can see it on your own, but so for the Chicago and Commanders game, Gabe somehow got the W. Start off the week.
Ah, ha, ha,
For the Jags and Bills. Oh wait, I had that. Oh my god, I just assumed the Bills won. Let me fix this
That's
real fast.
crazy. You know they
ha.
took a fat L.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Me writing is insane, bro.
I was hopeful thing.
Just dick writing all you do.
You had one job.
Oh damn! So, yeah, my
We
picks are
switching things up.
kind of bad this week.
Damn, 2 for 2 off the bat, yo.
Hey, man, get this guy out of my face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you did get the Bears, the solo win.
And Bet took the lead. That's crazy. Probably this for this week.
I'm in the
Damn,
lead.
that's
Let's
great.
go. I picked the Vikings.
All right.
I can't make
yeah.
fun of Gabe anymore.
All right. So
Oh,
yeah.
barely
So the
beat-
Jags ended up winning. Unfortunately,
Uh-huh.
it wasn't even fair. There was jet lag.
Patriots,
Yeah.
guys, come on. I see the next one. You guys are tripping.
Yeah, that's
0
crazy.
points. They scored 0.
Yeah. I'll never choose
That's
the
a-
Patriots again.
I'm never seeing them again.
They was getting shit on. That's so
I
crazy.
sadly watched that whole game.
How do you
Yeah.
think Bill Belichick feels after watching it?
It's like a Saw movie right there. You just put yourself.
Feels
through
like he's
that.
about to pack his bags.
He's gonna
That's
kill
how
himself.
he feels.
All right. So the Saints, they were just looking all right. I feel like it's there's not much you can say about them. It was against the Patriots, so
Well, so you got,
Colts W. Let's
Damn,
go.
Wilson, that's crazy.
bruh. I chose the Titans. Yeah, I mean,
He's like, bro, I chose the Titans.
Titans.
Richard,
Hold on. What else called?
Richardson got hurt too. Minshew's
That's
actually
not
like
ready.
a pretty good quarterback. He can
We should
start.
just-
We all chose
Do the
Ravens.
forecast.
We gotta here. Let me
Hold on.
Damn, we all
let me let this guy store it out. Actually, I can do this. This is good. We can look at this while
Yeah,
his
that's
bro's done this.
fantastic.
Then we got Ravens. Everyone chose Ravens, but that's not even their
That's not
fault.
their-
To be honest, the receivers dropped every pass. Literally 200 yards.
I mean,
2
Lamar made
touchdowns,
some key
worth of points.
mistakes too.
Bro, but you can't
Pittsburgh just found a
drop
way to win,
touchdown
bro.
passes. Hassan,
Zay
they were
Flowers.
touchdown catches.
Bateman dropping everything, man. I like
Nelson Aguilar.
That's sad, bro. That's sad.
Marlon Humphrey got cooked on that one play, like literally the only
Yeah.
touchdown that they threw. So, hey, yo, what the hell?
Scroll up. There you go.
Make sure I'm unmuted.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think the defense is always is like special, and Mike Tomlin always finds a way to win some games. So
It's
we're going to
always
be
finds a
wrong
way.
against
Not
the
surprising.
Steelers some weeks.
I got them. All right. Lions, we all got that.
Yeah, I
versus
mean, they
Panthers.
killed them too.
Texans,
close.
Falcons pulled out the win. You got this one, Huss. It was close,
Yes,
though. It was a
sir.
close game. It was
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
was
field
close.
goals. A lot of field goals. straight field goal fest on that. Then we
CJ
got
Stroud hate train. CJ Stroud.
Giants versus Dolphins. We actually all, came together
That's
on
easy.
that one.
That's a unanimous one. How do you guys feel about the Giants this season? You think Saquon coming back will help them at all?
No.
No.
Next question.
This is
The
lost.
offensive line is just very, very
Yes,
bad to the
he'll make them win
Can't
games.
create any offense. So.
It's over. It's a wraps.
He'll make him win.
They have a tough schedule too. It's not like it's an easy wins out here.
You guys picked the Cardinals.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unfortunately. Yeah, Jamar
Luckily,
Chase
the-
said, fuck that. I'm always open.
Yeah.
7-11.
Bengals had a pretty good bounce back game. I hope that Joe
Bounce
Burrow
back
can
game.
keep
They
this
just
up.
threw it to their best player 19 times, and he won them the game.
That's the bounce back
He
they
did what he had
needed.
to do. Yeah, that's what they needed. Joe was looking better than last week. So
Yeah.
No T, no
That's a good sign.
problem.
yeah,
No
he
team,
got
no
the,
drop.
he got. That's
Look at the next one, though. Come on, y'all. Come
Hey,
on.
man.
Yeah.
I believe that Cooper Cup
That
still
was
went
like-
off,
that was
but
Puka Nacua
I
was
told
good,
you,
too.
Eagles win ugly. They don't have to be dominant
do.
to win. They just know how to win games. Jalen Hurts
That's
gets
fair.
it done.
That's fair.
yeah, they couldn't really get the run game established either.
But
Like, the
Jalen
receivers
Hurts,
were getting good
Right
yards,
point.
but
yeah, Jalen Hurts was throwing the ball. The tush push, automatic first downs every
He
time.
was
So
rough. He was good.
then we got the
Yeah,
Jets,
it's gonna be
unanimous
that team
Jets
only,
W.
like, up-
Brees
up-
Hall
up-
going crazy.
yeah, he did. I mean, the Broncos
Yeah.
fucking stink. I know we already said it, but oh my
Almost
god,
got
Yeah,
that one.
double Broncos L's since last
Yeah.
episode.
Bro,
So
they have Zach Wilson looking like
we
prime
lost
Aaron
twice
Rodgers.
before we could do one more episode.
this man Husson's
What'd you say, Gabe?
Wi-Fi's tweaking.
I said that my boy Zach Wilson looking like young Aaron Rodgers in the mix.
Nah, this has to.
Yeah,
do
that's not
you
the
think the
case.
Broncos are the worst defense in the league?
Broncos are the worst team
Yeah.
in the league.
They're up there.
I think
Defense.
they might be. All right, so Bez was alone with his Vikings.
It was close.
You
Yeah, it
know,
was close.
the
That is true.
zebras got in the way. It is what it is. Bro got PI'd in the end zone and took his helmet off, and they pulled the flag and didn't flag him for the helmet. So
Yeah, that was
what can I
bad.
say? We lost Jettis for nothing. Despicable.
Yeah.
Despicable.
That's
work by the
crazy.
ref.
Hey, I think I don't think he's gonna come back for the rest of the season.
He is. I
Shut him
guarantee you.
down.
Rest of
The
the season.
reason why I don't think so is because the team
I'll
is
put
already
all my
bad.
money that he will.
Maybe, but it could be considered a hot take. But the team is going to lose without him. That's already 4 weeks, right? Contract negotiations.
I mean, we're not going to go 0-4. Like,
bro. You're going 0-4 without him, man.
I promise you, we won't go 0-4. But okay,
All right, 1 and
It starts
3.
with the Bears, baby.
1-3, sure. But we weren't going to be good anyway. Like, that doesn't mean he's not
Yeah,
going to play the
so
rest. Of
there's
he's
no
not gonna
point to
sit
rush
out.
him to come back, though. There's no point to rush him to come back, and then the contract negotiations is a problem too. Like, there's no reason for him
Do
to
you think
play
it's
unless
that serious of an injury?
guaranteed great contract money. Was that?
No, it's not. He will come back. He's going to play.
I
this
said, do you think it's
season.
that serious of an injury to not be able to be back in 4 weeks?
Well, it's just a hand injury.
Cooper
I mean,
Kupp
like,
just did it,
he's
bro.
definitely gonna be out for. Yeah, but you're not gonna be relevant now. He's able to come back.
Hassan lags too much to give his
Most-
opinion.
most-
You guys,
Dookie
you
internet.
guys might be 1-8.
I didn't even hear what he
I'm
said.
using my
I don't know
hotspot.
You think they'll be 1-8 by the time Jettis comes back?
I can hear you guys fine too. Hello?
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Your mouth isn't moving.
Oh, for real? I can't see his face.
Hello, hello,
His mouth isn't
hello.
moving.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, we
Give
can
your
hear you
take
too, but
with your
apparently your
one's
face.
internet, brother. Waiting for you to spew this nonsense about Jettis never
What?
coming back
Oh.
again.
Yeah, I don't think he'll come back because the team won't be relevant, and then contract negotiations as well. It's not a crazy take to say that though.
I think it's a little crazy. I mean, if he's actually
point of
hurt,
playing.
then sure,
Just for
whatever.
stats.
Like, no, because he's the type of player that wants to play. He's playing for a contract still. It's like, yeah, I know he's still going to get paid, but he still wants to be on the field and he wants to increase his numbers. He's going to get back out there, assuming he's healthy, which I think he will be. If Cooper Kupp was able to come back, I think Jettis will be fine. We won't rush him, obviously. That's why we put him on IR. I'm sure if it was like we are decent, he would have not been put on IR, but I think he'll get out there. He'll play. I mean, we're going to suck with him regardless. Like, you clearly have seen it. It
He hasn't
doesn't
had a
matter.
chance with him though. That's the thing.
Who cares? We're not going to tank, bro. We're not the type of organization to blatantly tank unless we trade Kirk. And at that point, it won't even matter if Jettis is on the field. So,
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna blatantly take. I think your team's just not good enough to win games without him. So.
well, yeah, with him, we're not either. So he'll be cool. Getting his stats up.
Yeah,
He should go to the Ravens.
He's not going no
Imagine.
fucking Ravens.
I think he's gonna
Ravens.
stay. Plus, I think Caleb Williams and
Bills.
him would be fire, bro.
Caleb
Drake
stinks.
May.
Stop glazing.
All right,
He
man.
stinks.
I got to get this guy off my street.
Caleb Williams is probably better than Kirk Cousins right
That's
now.
future Vikings QB1, bro. Just
Yeah.
put
Future
respect.
Vikings QB1.
Or Drake May, aka Justin Herbert. We got Mahomes and Herbert in this upcoming draft class. Can't really go wrong.
There you go. And then you're gonna get him for cheap too, so you can pay other players.
What's next?
All right. Ready for
Alright,
these
so next
picks?
is the unanimous Niners.
Yeah, we don't have to talk
That was a
about
pretty
that. I
easy
mean,
one.
And
I
the
wanna
unanimous
talk about
Packers.
that. I want to talk about that.
and then
Brock Purdy's
Packers. We talked
Brock
about
Purdy's
that.
top
Jordan
10.
Love forgot to play football on
Top
Monday.
10.
Yeah, he's top 10.
I mean,
I'd be
yeah.
top 10 throwing to those weapons too then.
Hassan,
Nah,
stop.
it's still like good decision making every time. And his mechanics.
It is
footwork.
good decision making to call him
His
top 10. I don't
accuracy.
even think he's
Bro, he's accurate too. This
He's
like
accurate as
he's not
hell.
even the
His
top, he's not
timing
even
is
the top five
perfect.
player on his he's probably number 5.
No.
or 6
What?
on his team.
No,
Wait,
that's
what did you say?
disrespectful. What? Top
All right,
5
yeah.
on his team.
CMC is better than him, right?
Okay, I'll
Fred
give
Warner
you
is better
CMC.
than him, right?
No.
Oh,
Warner
CMC,
is
and that's
better
all
than
you get,
Brock
buddy.
Purdy.
All you get is
Nah,
CMC.
Brock Purdy's
I'm, only,
cooking, man.
I'm literally
He's-
only giving you CMC. That's the only player I'll give you.
I feel like this is
George
good
Kittle.
enough of a sample size so far.
Hell no for George Kittle.
Hassan, this is crazy.
He was
All right.
man. What are you talking about? He
Nick
was dodging
Bosa?
it to him.
Bosa's not
George
more
Kittle was
important to the
getting
team.
those.
He's a
touchdowns
quarterback,
than Brock.
Hassan. He's a quarterback. That is the most important position on the
I
team.
said best. He's not the best
It
player.
doesn't matter.
You're-
If you're the
you're just
quarterback,
naming
you have
important
to be
players.
good. Like,
You're
you have
naming
to be
important
good.
players.
He's putting. I'm naming important players that are better than him.
They're not better than him.
How?
It's also hard. It's also
Okay.
positional. It's hard to say that. Oh, he's better. Like
Better at what they do.
he's cooking right now.
No,
What do
bro,
you say?
the
Like, he has
quarterback
zero
field is way
He's
more-
throwing into these players though. Like he's throwing.
Yeah,
into
but
Kittle,
you still have to
throwing
make good
into
throws.
CMC,
Like
throwing
we
into
see a lot of
throwing
dudes
into
can't
Ayuk.
make.
A lot of
See a
people
lot of
are
dudes
Jimmy
can't
G are
make
not
these
doing
types of
that.
throws and
That's
decisions.
like most important.
The decisions he's making right now, like his decision making right now, is top tier. Like he's.
It is, but it's not.
It wouldn't
top
be the
10 top
same.
tier.
Their offense wouldn't be the same without him doing that.
That's
And a
not
lot
true
of other
because I've seen it
quarterbacks
with
in the
Jimmy
league would be
Garoppolo,
able
bro.
to- It
Bro,
was not as
oh
nice.
my
It was not
god,
the same.
Jimmy's not dotting
Boy.
people.
Jimmy lost games. Brock Purdy
He
has
did
lost
in the playoffs. In the playoffs, the regular season, they were still cooking.
No, Brock Purdy's undefeated. He's never lost a game.
Wow, he lost to the Eagles.
No, he didn't
Oh, did you
finish
see
that
his
game.
He
hand?
got hurt.
You see
Yeah,
his
he didn't
hand
even
was like
finish
this,
that game,
bro.
so he's never lost a game that he finished.
Okay, but to me, he's like a better Jimmy G. But
Nah, that's
Jimmy G's not
disagree.
top 10.
Oh my god,
He's
I'm
so much
flipping
better.
this.
Jimmy
I'm actually
G's
flipping
so
this.
much
too.
You're sleeping
actually
on Brock
flipping
Purdy.
this.
That's you,
bro.
right?
And they was running like, bro, dude. They was doing 10-yard plays and runs. Like,
What do you mean,
what's downfield threats was they cooking with?
Devo?
Yeah, but they wasn't going downfield like that.
I mean, he's not the.
Jimmy G can't throw like
Brock
past
Purdy,
like 10, 15 yards, dude. Like,
All right, I mean,
Yeah, Brock
top
Purdy
10
is
kinda
good.
crazy.
nah, bro.
Hey, he's an MVP candidate, top 10 right now. Brock Purdy, respect. Jimmy G was never that, ever, not a single time.
He's only an MVP candidate because they're 5-0.
So why wasn't Jimmy G doing that? If
He's a part of it, Hassan. He's
Yeah,
literally
he's
a
the, without him.
Okay, he's a part of it, but he's not the most important piece. If they
Why is he an
didn't
MVP
have a lot of these
candidate?
players,
If Jimmy G's never been that, neither was Trey Lance, neither was
okay,
Alex
there's
Smith.
a reason why he was the last pick in the draft.
They just didn't know. They just didn't see what they were
Okay,
seeing.
Tom Brady.
wasn't a first-round
Tom
pick.
Brady was like a
Yeah.
5th round pick.
This is
What are
like
you saying?
I can't win this argument because he's winning.
Joe
games.
Montana, too.
I can't just.
That's a horrible
That's
point.
the
that you
point.
make.
Listen, there's
You
no
made an awful
argument.
point.
I'm saying they're winning. They're
With the
winning games.
argument.
They're not only winning games because of him. I think other players are more important to their success.
He has to
Okay,
get
but
them
he's
the ball.
part of that. He's part of that.
He is part of that.
team.
I'm not taking that away from him.
Yes,
Omari,
you
the
are,
ball
though. You
magically
are
flies
taking
over
it
there.
away.
Omari, the
Ow,
ball
ow.
magically gets in their hands.
Just teleports.
Because you're saying he's like not even top 5 of importance or like being good on his team. That's taking
Because
away
there's
from
really
what he's
good players
doing.
on his team.
But he's up.
But
He's
he
a top
has to
5.
get them the ball.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying like in terms of like players like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, those guys are important to and integral parts of
Yeah,
why
the
they win
defense
games.
is good.
They're
But
huge
that doesn't
parts
mean
of why
like
they win
Dog
games.
defense.
okay, but that doesn't mean someone can't win MVP if they have a good defense. Like
The quarterback
said
has
that,
more
but
of an
there's a
impact
reason why
than
he's
a-
not
than a
And like
defensive
he's in the
player.
MVP conversation, but he's not going to win it unless
Well,
he shows us
obviously,
that he's
but-
really him. But he hasn't though.
What if he goes like 16-0?
yeah, I think so far he has.
Dude, people give Kyle Shanahan more credit for the playmaking and schemes more than Brock Purdy. And that's
Yeah,
just
it's good play,
a fact.
dude. But you can't just have good. You can have good playmaking and a bad quarterback, and it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, that's
Jimmy
true.
G's a prime
He's
example.
a good
Jimmy
quarterback.
G's
I never
the
think he's a
example.
bad quarterback. He's definitely important. I just think other players are more important than him.
That's crazy.
Maybe
Regardless,
I called him a
CMC,
top
but
10
that's about
quarterback.
it.
So
Yeah.
He's
We
not,
can move
Do
on.
you think he's top 10, Bez?
He's arguably though. He's up there in that conversation.
I'll give him. He's better than Dak. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah, really. Thank you, Huss.
Hot take, brother. Oh man.
He's better than Dak.
I'm better than Dak.
Top 10 is kind of crazy. Everybody's top 10 now, huh?
Nah,
Hey, man,
I
if
mean,
you're cooking like that, if you're undefeated forever, like
What do you mean
This day.
forever? I think the funny thing is
to this day
Dak,
undefeated.
when Dak started, I think he has an undefeated streak too.
He had a loss.
Players.
He went 8-1 or something like that.
Yeah, something crazy, but I think other pieces are more important to the 49ers success. than-
well,
knows?
I disagree. We're gonna get to him later.
Yeah. Noted.
First game is the
No, we need to talk about the Raiders and
London
Packers.
game. What's up?
there's nothing to talk about there. No, that game.
Florida
that
left with
loss-
the
Raiders
play
and
football.
Packers.
Yeah, nah, bro. We good on that.
He left his football skills at home.
Yeah, he got to move on to next week. That's all I can say. There's just nothing good to say about what happened on Monday. Like he forgot how to throw the ball. Like it is what it is. Baltimore in London versus the Titans. These were lines from 2 days ago, not today. So some of these, like there's injury news. I didn't update them. Whatever. If there's injury news, I'll update you on that. And from that, you can figure where the lines will move because of the quarterbacks or receivers or whatnot. But regardless, let's start here. Baltimore in London versus Titans. Baltimore are favorites, though, 3-point favorites.
All right.
Discuss.
I got the Baltimore Ravens. I think that they're going to bounce back after such a big loss with all those drops. I think they're going to come out punching, and they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans. Baltimore Ravens is my pick.
I also picked the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Titans in London. I don't think Lamar, after his receiving core doing what he did last week, I think they're not going to do that again. So I'll give it to the Ravens this time. I don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, I got the Ravens here, too. Like you said, us and all those drops last week. The Titans secondary is the perfect secondary to get right against. They allow a lot of catches to receivers. Should be a good opportunity for all the receivers to catch some passes this week. It's going to be in London, too. So you're not actually going to Tennessee. It's more of a neutral ground there. So, yeah, I got Baltimore bouncing back here in London.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna record it on my laptop.
Go ahead.
Spaces up.
All right. Who do you have?
Omar, who's your pick?
Yeah, I also got Ravens. I feel like the Titans their offense is kind of very limited right now. I think the defense is all right, but I think Baltimore is just a more complete team. And plus, I just want to see them do better. I believe in the Ravens bounce back.
Lamar. The Marvelous.
All right, so we all pick Baltimore there. Next one, Washington at Atlanta. Atlanta actually 2.5-point home favorites. What are we thinking here?
I think I'm going to go with Atlanta Falcons. Desmond Ritter showed some progress last week. Actually spread the ball around to Kyle Pitts, Drake London. Those are really good receivers. I think Bijan will get it going too. That defense has always been solid, and Washington coming off a bad loss, I think they'll keep on to that track and lose again to the Atlanta Falcons.
Gabe?
Yeah. I also think that the Falcons are going to win. I like what I saw from Ritter. Same thing as Hassan said. Bijan, I think I think he'll score a touchdown at least. I've honestly been expecting a little more from Bijan. The fact that what is he at 2 touchdowns for like 5 games or one?
I think he has 3 touchdowns.
He has 3.
Yes.
Well, in any case, I expect Bijan to do really good against the Commanders and also Desmond Ridder. So hopefully they get that going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons here too. I think the Commanders secondary has been awful to start the season. They've given up 30 points to I think every single team they played against, with the exception of like one team who can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, they're getting scorched basically. Sam Howell has terrible pocket presence. I think that the Atlanta defense can generate enough pressure to make him feel uncomfortable and maybe throw some picks like we've seen against Buffalo. He gave him 4 of them. Thanks. So I think Jesse Bates has been good this season at baiting these QBs into picks. I think he could get one on him. And the run game should do well.
Who's that cornerback's name, Bez, from Washington? That like
Emmanuel Forbes, yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't he allowed like 400 yards or something like that on all receivers?
Yeah, he got back last week. So.
Like they recorded his yards for like top receivers and how many yards they got, and he's like top 5 in yards allowed.
But also like they're putting him, he's 170, like 5'11", and they're putting him on AJ Brown and DJ Moore, which is just coaches are crackheads.
This guy needs a new occupation. Why are they making him do that?
Hey man,
give him a different role, bro.
Right, hey, Washington head coach Ryan Rivera, they might lose this week, and he might be out. He's the number 1 odds coach to get fired right now, so he might be on his way out.
They got odds for that.
Yeah, as they should. As they should.
I mean, yeah, malpractice using your 170-pound corner to guard AJ Brown.
Not putting your players in that position to succeed, man.
Yeah,
that's a terrorist organization. Right. I also have ATO. I was gonna say I think that their offense is like all right, but I think it's more of just a testament to the Commanders sucking. I feel like they're just so bad that the ATO. I feel like they're a mid-tier team. They could be better, but I feel like the Commanders so far this year have just been so abysmal. Besides a game or two, it's just like Sam Howell is looking horrible. I don't even know the amount of picks he threw was just crazy. Yeah, I know.
Not horrible, but he's not great either. Just average.
Last game he was looking insane,
growing pains.
Like he didn't even know how to play the position. But yeah, and the defense, and then that's just the offense. But the defense, like Bez has said, it's been so bad too. So I think that they're just gonna get.
Yeah,
I think Desmond Ridder might, complete a couple passes.
He's looking better. So
is he also better than Dak?
Hey, Drake London completing passes now.
Yeah, facts. They might just put him at QB.
London.
Oh, yeah, they had that. But
I'd love to see it.
All right, so that's a unanimous ATO.
Yep.
ATL.
All right. It's time. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota 2.5 point favorites.
Gabe,
go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead, Chicago fan. Go ahead.
Everyone. I'm sorry. So I believe that the Bears are going to win this game, and let me tell you why. Justin Fields and DJ Moore are coming off 2 very, very, very hot games in the past 2 weeks, and they're as motivated as ever. And also, coupled with the fact that the Vikings are not going to have Justin Jefferson, which means, who is it going to be? Addison left? Is that right, Bet? Is it Addison? Yes. Yeah. All we have to do is worry about Addison. That's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, and him too. We worry about those 2 guys. The Bears are going to win the game. So I have the Bears winning this game comfortably this time. So
comfortably?
Damn, shitting on them.
DJ Moore's putting up another 200.
I'll finally agree with you in your Bears take this week, Gabe. I'm also going with the Bears. I think their offense has been hot. It's been actually competent for the past 2 weeks. And Minnesota is coming off a bad loss with questionable calls. You lost your best player too. So I don't know how the offense is going to look like with Addison at the 1 and Hawkinson 1A, 1B type of thing. So I don't know what that's going to look like. And Chicago is hot right now, so I'll be choosing the Bears.
As much as I don't want the Vikings to win, because I'm all for the tank, I think we're going to win this game, unfortunately, because this is the type of game we'll win. We have still a good enough offense. Addison, Hawkinson, Madison, KJ Osborne even. I mean, he's stepping into the role. Whatever, he can get it done. I know that's not the craziest core. Losing Jefferson hurts a lot, but Chicago has also one of the worst defenses in the league. So it's not like we have something to worry about on the other side. I'm a little worried about the run game. Like if Justin Fields actually gets going with the rush, that's one thing we haven't seen from him so far this season is the running. He's had the passing yards the last 2 weeks, but still hasn't had the running. If he does that, I could see us losing. But if we contain him kind of in the pocket, make him a thrower, I could see us winning this game. And unfortunately, I think we're going to win. Even though I'm for the tanking, I think we're going to kind of rally around not having Jefferson. Everyone's going to step up, and I think we're going to get it done.
Fields also has the most touchdown or second most touchdown passes in the NFL.
This is true.
Still,
That don't count.
And he also has less interceptions than Mahomes.
There you go.
Just letting you know. Just letting you know.
Field season. All right, go ahead, Omari.
Means nothing.
All right. So, unfortunately, I got to agree with Gabe this week. I think, I think the Vikings are just too. Yeah, I think the Vikings are too down bad as it is right now. I think that momentum is swinging towards the Bears. I feel like they now have the potential to not be one of the stinkiest teams because we've been seeing some very bad football over the past few weeks from some teams. But if they can get something going, they may look okay this year. So
you might be disappointed this weekend, brother.
Unfortunately, Bez is on his own again with the Vikings.
This is the first one we disagree on, right?
Yeah.
This is for today.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I don't want to win, but I think we might. I just don't think the Bears are good.
Here you go.
We shall see, my friend. We shall see.
Think you're gonna win or feel like you're gonna lose, and you have less disappointment.
Yeah, less to be disappointed at.
Yeah.
I actually hope we lose. I want Caleb, but bro, the Bears are bad too. Let's not forget they played the shitty Commanders last week. They're looking good. Broncos back, Commanders back to back is a pretty good confidence booster.
Fair.
So we came off playing the refs and the Chiefs. So
we should be 4-1 right now, honestly.
Nah, that's insane.
All right, now we'll see if y'all will pick the Bengals this week. Seattle at Cincinnati. They're favored.
Good game
For a first time in a while.
Dude, who talked shit? Somebody talked shit. Was it Witherspoon or some shit?
Yeah, and Jamar responded on Twitter.
And then DK backed him up too, right? DK's like, yeah, I think Spoon will lock him down or something.
There's hype for this game. I am actually going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. I think they're 3-1. I think they're legit. I think their offense is competent. They have a lot of weapons in every skill position. Yes, Metcalf, Lockett, JSN, Kenneth Walker is looking amazing. And you have Zach Charbonnet backing him up. Geno Smith is good enough to get the ball to these players. And their defense looks like two studs at cornerback right now. And Jamal Adams is coming back from concussion protocol too. So I think this team is a very complete team. Cincinnati, yes, Joe Burrow had a really good game and their offense are competent, but passing the ball to one player 19 times is not going to win you every week, even if it is Jamar Chase. So I don't think you can rely on that coming into this week, and I think Seattle will get the win. Yes, sir. I like the hat.
Yes, sir.
That's a rep for his voice.
You can go, Omari. You can say your pick.
Oh, damn. I got the Bengals. No, just kidding.
I got the Bengals.
I got the boys. You know how we come in 12th man.
Yes, sir.
This is Matt Dusty. I haven't put it on in a minute. But, I think that we're looking pretty good this year. I think Geno Smith is a little above serviceable for this team. I feel like the offense is so good that I feel like Geno Smith is how has to be describing Purdy. I feel like
is that good or bad?
Is that good or bad?
Nah, well, both.
Good enough.
He's good, but I think that he is.
Who's better, Purdy or?
I'm taking Purdy, but Geno is.
Geno's good
old,
though.
You know,
he
he does look good, but I feel like
he has to do more than he has to do more than Purdy.
Yeah, his offense is good, but he's not as right now. Purdy is playing perfect with a good offense. Geno's had.
I mean, the play calling is just night and day from Seahawks.
I mean, that's true. Pete Carroll's but he's not. Pete Carroll's not one of the worst coaches.
He's not bad. I'm just saying it's just different.
But yeah, I always got it right from my boys, and our defense is pretty legit this year. I mean, every year we pretty had a decent defense. But
no, your defense was terrible last year. This year is kind of shaky too.
It's not so bad this year though.
Yeah, you have some studs though.
Yeah, but we're going. I mean, the Bengals, they're a high-powered offense. If T plays, it might be a little bit, but
he's not.
No, he's questionable.
He's questionable. He might.
He's hopeful.
He got
It's
limited
questionable.
practices.
Ribs,
he's hopeful.
ribs, limited practices. Yeah, you're right.
6. Yeah.
But so yeah, but I'm gonna ride with my boys every week, no matter what. So
All right. Go ahead, Gabe.
Man, I want to give it to the Bengals. I've been high on them in the beginning. They like shaken my faith in them during like the first like 3 weeks, but they had really good showings recently. So, man, but Hassan is right. You cannot throw the ball 19 times to one person and expect to win every game. So
you can if you're Matt Stafford.
true.
That's different.
If your name is Cooper Cup.
No, he's done it for three wide receivers, so and it's worked. He's the only guy who can really do that crap and succeed.
Man, if
He got Puka working like
yeah, he got the sauce, bro. He got the sauce.
I like the
Oh, yeah,
Seahawks.
that's
I think they have a good chance of winning, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals this time. I think Joe Burrow's a better quarterback. I think Jamar Chase is a better wide receiver than they have. But again, T. Higgins, if he does not play, it might change my mind. But right now, I'm going with Cincinnati for now.
Think about it like he is gonna play since he's hopeful.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it as he is. So I'm throwing my hat for them.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals as well. I think Joe looked better from his injury last week. He really looked like he was throwing the ball downfield, stepping into his throws. The defense has been holding it down for the Bengals as well. Ever since that Rams game, they've been stepping it up. So I think they can kind of contain Geno and, hold it down for them on that side. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think they're catching some stride here. This will be a good test for them, playing a competent team, especially offensively. But I think they're turning it around. Their offensive scheme look better. I know they're throwing it a lot to Jamar, and they can't keep doing that. But T will mix in next week. I'm sure they'll get Joe Mixon involved and whatnot, some of the other guys probably. So I got faith in the Bengals pulling this one out.
2-2.
All right. I do not agree. All right.
All right, San Francisco at Cleveland. No Deshaun Watson. Let's get this over with, brother. I mean,
yeah, you
San
unanimous.
Francisco.
What more we gotta say?
What's that quarterback's name? DT. What is his name? Or DG?
it's gonna be PJ Walker.
Thomas Robinson.
Yeah, that guy. What's his name?
Dorian Thomas Robinson.
Oh, DTR, right?
He's not playing.
He's not. You don't even QB.
No,
That guy
Wait,
might be a
likely-
2K generated player, dude.
You a brown shirt.
he was
Who's
nice at
playing
UCLA, bro.
He might be a brown shirt. You don't know.
Yeah.
Who's your
I
pick?
would like
49ers.
49ers.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's unanimous. How what's the odds you think they go undefeated?
They play the
What's their
Eagles.
schedule?
We have to look at their schedule, but I think they play the
I'll
Eagles.
tell you their
You want to
schedule.
pull it up, Omari, and then he can.
They'll
share
play
the
the
screen.
they play the Bengals. They play the Eagles.
tell
They
you right now.
play the Ravens.
Next is Vikings, Bengals, Jaguars, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Eagles, Seahawks, Cardinals, Ravens, Rams, and Commanders. They have a chance of losing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's two. That's two.
Yeah,
L's
they'll
there.
lose one game.
They have like 2 to 3 games that they might lose. You never
They're gonna
know.
lose.
Well, I think
they're
if
gonna lose two of the
McCaffrey
Seahawks.
goes down, they're going to lose a game. That guy's just an engine.
Oh yeah.
Different beast.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get it, but as we've said, even if he goes down, yeah, you take a big hit. But you have so many weapons, us. Like you could just game plan different. Like instead of using
No, he's
CMC
a huge
for things,
hit. He's a huge hit.
I know, but bro, you think Shannon hasn't like prepared for this?
No, I think he someone else can fill in his spot, but I think they're susceptible to losing, like are more vulnerable to losing without McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
I feel like if it was
I
against
agree.
like one of the better teams,
Yeah.
like against the Eagles or something.
Yeah, with
Like,
CMC,
yeah,
I think they'll beat the Eagles. Without CMC, I think they'll easily lose. Type of thing.
Easily lose.
Easily. Mason has been looking pretty good.
Elijah Mitchell's still on the roster too. He's good, but he's no
Yeah, no,
CMC.
he's always
McCaffrey he catches
He barely
TDs, runs hard for TDs. Like this man has the longest streak for TDs too. I think he's tied
He's
ever
not
for
even
the
human.
longest streak for TD per game. So
He's not even human. I don't even know how he gets so many yards like off of some of these runs.
he runs hard, man. He's just a
Yeah.
different animal.
Like even on the ones that are like through the line, like the inside
Yeah.
ones, like he
So
just
hopefully
runs
he
through.
stays
Like
healthy, though. I don't want to see him get hurt ever. So
yeah, that's
Aw.
facts.
that's my guy.
Nah, it's annoying. It was annoying not being able to watch that nigga for like 3 years. Like
Happens, man. Running back's a tough position, but he's the highest paid running back.
He's like a super running back.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
He can play
I mean,
receiver too.
he's probably the only running back who can set off for 3 straight years, like and still be like
Still be
highly touted when he comes back.
Yeah,
Like,
because his greatest strength is not even his running, which is insane. So
that's crazy. But yeah, it's unanimous. So I guess
there's
we
49ers on there.
All right, Carolina at Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah,
Give me
yes.
Miami.
We can talk about this though. Carolina they don't look too good. Adam Thielen is their wide receiver 1. That dude's 2 years removed.
That dude's
from
like 70
league.
years old.
He should have been
He's
retired.
still a good player. He's very smart and knows how to get to spots, and that helps Bryce Young. But I think the team is just not good to the point where you just got to let Bryce Young play out the games and the mistakes and learn from them. And I think they'll get better next year. They don't even have their pick, but they'll grow. They'll be better.
You know who
Crazy.
really could have helped that team for Bryce Young as a young quarterback?
Mm.
Who they had before Hassan?
DJ Moore, who they
Yeah.
traded for the pick for Bryce Young. I
So,
mean, they had DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey, but didn't have the QB. So
The QB. This guy's like
Sam Darnold was him, bro.
yeah, Sam was.
Baker Mayfield too.
Can't believe the Niners even landed McCaffrey.
It was a good trade. They had a lot of picks to give. Because
They
you
gave
I think
a lot.
you get a 3rd round pick every time like one of your people from your staff like becomes a head coach. So they'll give you, the league gives you a 3rd rounder, and so they
Bro was faking injury to get out. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy. Not for real. He was doing Kawhi with Spurs.
Yeah. Miami looks like we all agree. I think they're a top 5 team in the NFL. And they should
Yeah,
be
they're
good.
OP.
Yeah, Bills exposed him.
The
Well,
Bills had to show him what's up.
Bills
Though.
exposed him. Yeah,
NFL might be too much, but definitely AFC 100%.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's unanimous. I got
Ooh, this is a good one.
Ooh.
Indiana at Jacksonville.
Ooh.
Division game.
Wants to start.
I'll go. This is not a good one because no Anthony Richardson. I'm gonna go with the Jags. Just came off a dub against the Bills, who lost a lot of players too. They got fucked on the secondary. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's tough. But and for the Jags, they looked better. Got the win. I think they'll beat Indianapolis. You know, JT coming back should help the run game, and Minshew has looked serviceable, filling in for Anthony Richardson like 4 times already this year. So he should, be completely comfortable by this point. But I still think the Jags are going to get it done. I just believe in the QB, especially being at home. They've been in London 2 weeks in a row, so it's going to be nice to get the Duval chant back in the arena. So I'm going to go with the Jags.
Yeah, I'll second you on that. I'll also choose the Jaguars. I don't think it'll be as easy because it's a divisional game, and Indiana's coach, I really like his coach. He's put him in games every single.
What's his name?
Game. Steichen, right? I'm pretty sure it's Steichen. His last name is Steichen. But yeah, I think he's in running for Coach of the Year. So Minshew is actually a serviceable QB. I don't think he's a bad one. I think he could start for certain teams, honestly. Pittman is good. Downs is looking good. Taylor coming back from another game, so they'll put up a matchup. But I think Jacksonville is just better overall. Lawrence and Ridley are starting to find a connection. Ridley's looking better than he once was for previous games. Kirk is actually pretty good. ETN starting to get some run in. So that defense, Josh Allen too. Jacksonville is one of the better teams in the NFL, and I think that will continue to win. So I got them this week as well.
I will also be agreeing.
Evil Josh Allen.
Evil Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Who you got, Gabe?
I also agree with you guys. You guys pretty much gave a plethora of reasons. I like the Ridley. I like Etienne. I like the better QB in Trevor Lawrence. I think that they're gonna I think they'll beat him comfortably. To be honest, I know you're saying it'll be closer, but I think it'll be a pretty good win for the Jaguars.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I feel like the Jaguars were like. I feel like the Bills were jet lagged, but I feel like the Jags were also a little bit impressive last game. I feel like it's not like they blew them out, but they I feel like their offense was steady and strong all throughout. And ETN was going crazy on them. So, I can't really hate too much. But I think that not having Anthony Richardson is going to hold the Colts back a little bit. I like that JT's coming back, and I'm a big fan of Moss this year. He's been cooking for me. I hope that his run doesn't get too cooked, but who knows? I feel like they're gonna run the ball a lot more though, considering they don't have Anthony Richardson. Yeah, so I feel like it's obviously not going to be enough to really beat the Jags in this situation.
Yeah.
All right, New Orleans at Houston.
Did we all do another four same team again?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Dang.
That was
This week is
3 in
looking
a row.
pretty similar.
Yeah, some of these matchups aren't as competitive. So
I mean, yeah,
This
go
one
ahead.
is. This was pretty close.
Yeah, this one's a 1.5 point spread.
No, I'm a CJ Stroud hater, so I can't choose him here. I got the Saints. I'm just kidding. I'm not
Dick
gonna
Ryder.
I got the Saints because I think that their defense is good. They're coming off a pretty dominant win against the Patriots. Yes, the Patriots are bad, but to shout out a team is hard to do. I think Derek Carr is getting more healthy from the injury. Him and Olave are getting a connection. Him and Michael Thomas are getting better. They have Kamara back. He's running hard. Looks like the same player too. I think the offense is competent enough to get a lot of points, and the defense is starting to synchronize as well. So I think the Saints will win this one.
I got the Texans in this one. CJ Stroud is a top 10 quarterback. I'm going to continue to say that on the show. Even showed a lot of promise last week against a tough Atlanta secondary. I think he could get it done against New Orleans. And I disagree with your take about their offense. I think they look pretty sluggish at times. If it wasn't for Mac Jones just basically giving him the ball in the red zone 3 times last week, I think not that they would have lost the game or anything, but it just would have been less of a dominant win. You know, they got a lot of gimmies. Their special teams is really good too with Shaheed back there. He returns a lot of kicks. Yeah. So I think the Texans could get it done. They got an underrated defense. They're getting some O-line players back and healthy. Nico Collins looks good. Tank Dell might be back this week from his concussion, so we'll see. I mean, if not, Dalton Schultz is looking good too from the tight end position. So I really like what the Texans are doing this year. I think they can pull this one out. I think Derek Carr, he's back. He's terrible in the red zone too. They've been pretty back to last year. He has the worst red zone touchdown percentage in the NFL, and you know. We'll see if that changes this week, but I think the Texans are surprising a lot of people, and with the quarterback play of CJ Stroud only getting healthier on his O-line and his other players getting more chemistry with him, I'm going to go with Houston Texans.
I'm going to go with – I think it's a toss-up in my opinion because I like the Texans. I like Collins and I like Stroud. I like that duo. But the Saints have a pretty good defense, in my opinion, as well. So I want to see what CJ Stroud does over there. I'm gonna give it to Stroud. I'm gonna give him the win for this one. I think the Texans are gonna win. I think they're gonna beat the Saints. I think the Saints, yes, they have a good defense, but I think the Texans offense will overpower them. It'll be close, but I think I'll give it to the Texans.
Yeah, I feel like you guys touched on many important points, and I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. I think Hassan's going to be all alone on this one. I think the Saints.
I like it.
I think the Saints are going to come back down to earth after playing the doo-doo Patriots. I think anybody looks good against them, and we've seen it. So yeah, I don't think that they're like as good as you would think. But
so I like being alone. It's going to put me up in the rankings for wins.
It won't.
Promise you it won't.
That's going to be like 1-12.
Oh, this is a bad one too.
We got New England at Las Vegas. Las Vegas is point favorites. I'm going to go here with the upset. I'm going to go with the Patriots here for one reason only. It's Bill Belichick versus Josh McDaniels, and I think he'll just outsmart him. It's going to be Jimmy G playing against his old head coach, who I'm sure will have him all figured out. Literally the only reason I'm doing that. I have zero faith in anything the Patriots are doing offensively, but I think this will be a type of game that Bill Belichick will know the opposing team's head coach, the opposing team's QB, will know their style. I'm not very confident in the Raiders coaching staff. And besides Devontae and Josh Jacobs, throw Jacoby Myers in there because he's been showing flashes. But outside those three, there's not much. The O-line, Josh Jacobs is getting hit 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense ain't got it. Again, not much faith in the Patriots, but Bill Belichick, I think he'll be able to outsmart his former offensive coordinator, his former QB. But that being said, not much confidence. I'm going to go with the Patriots winning an ugly like 10-3 game here.
I'm also going to go with the Patriots. I think losing 60 points to 3 for the past 2 weeks.
72 to 3.
I think it's 70. 72. Yeah, 72.
Yeah, to 3 is insane. I think that's going to have to give you some type of fire as a coach, as a player. You don't want to get disrespected like that.
Belichick said no one gets days off this week.
Their players aren't like terrible. They're serviceable. They're mid-level players. I think Ramondre Stevenson still has some talent. I think they're going to force feed him the ball and at least get the ball into his hands because he's their best playmaker, sadly, because that's the best.
Questionably, yeah. I mean, he's not that great, but
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Demario Douglas.
You're not doing the TikToks no
Hunter
more.
Henry. Yeah, so I think getting Ramondre the ball is going to help them win the game, and I
They got
think
Ezekiel
Las Vegas
Elliott.
is going to choke. Like Beth said, they have Josh McDaniels as their coach, and that's a huge reason as to why they're going to lose this week to me.
Bro, I feel like if I pick the Patriots again, I'm getting hella baited again, bro. I've picked them like so many times where I think they're gonna win, and they go down by like 50
They're
points.
definitely the underdogs in here. In this
Yeah, I agree, but y'all pick Patriots, so it's making me pick the Patriots.
No. Do you don't get swayed by our
Yeah.
decisions?
You should choose You should choose the Raiders. Honestly.
I'm going with the Raiders. I think yes. You guys gave excellent points. He's probably gonna get out coached. He knows but I just think if they lock in with Devontae, it's pretty much. I think it's a guarantee.
Yeah.
If Devontae gets some more touches, I think they're gonna win. Like that's just it though.
Yeah,
but I need that to happen.
That's another reason as to why I think they win too. Is Devontae Adams just too good to contain, and he'll go off.
Dude, he hasn't even done anything yet. Like he hasn't even done shit like last
Not
game,
last
bro.
game. Two past games he has.
Week 2, he had like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
He needs
Yeah,
the ball
I
more.
agree.
He needs the ball more. Like, give him the Jamar Chase treatment, bro. Just give it to him.
They don't have a
this one-
quarterback.
But
Ask
yeah,
Jimmy
the
G
problem is
to
the
do that.
QB.
Yeah.
All right. So in this one, I'm gonna have to be on the first time I'm on Gabe's team. Me and Gabe holding it down. I'm taking the Raiders too, because I think that last week the Packers aren't that bad of an offense, but I feel like the defense stepped up a little bit for Raiders. I know that their defense isn't known to be the greatest, but I feel like it kind of lit a fire under them getting a game like that against the Packers and making Jordan Love look silly. Making him look like an XFL player.
And Max
They was in it.
actually wrecking shit though. Like
Yeah,
besides
he
the
was
secondary,
like
he was going crazy.
He's always
he was on him.
good, man.
Like he pressed him like 50 times.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
mean, yeah.
I think that if they come out with that same ferocity, Mac Jones is gonna fucking like piss his pants or something. You know, like when you see Max.
He's
Crosby
even worse
coming.
than Jordan Love. So
Full like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like it's, and then that's just the defensive side. But when it comes to the offensive, yeah, you have Devontae Adams in there. It's just like if Jimmy G can throw good enough to get a Devontae Adams, they'll win. So,
Please hit him, please.
all right.
if Josh McDaniels can scheme him open, then you don't have to scheme him open. Just not run something crazy
yeah.
like it's Devontae Adams. Yeah, like so. Hopefully,
2-2.
Damn.
Damn.
Arizona at Rams.
I know who I got.
Me too.
Me three.
Go ahead.
I got the Rams. I think Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp together with Matthew Stafford leading the offense is gonna cook the Arizona Cardinals. They lost James Conner. We don't even know who their RB1 is gonna be. The Rams have Aaron Donald. I think the only way the
We do.
Cardinals can win this game is if they force feed Hollywood Brown, and I don't think he's gonna be good enough to win them a game.
He is not that guy.
single-handedly.
He is not him.
Yeah,
He's nice,
and
but he's
so
not
I
him.
think the Rams are just gonna kill them offensively, and that's gonna be enough to give them momentum to win the game.
Yeah, the Rams are gonna curb stomp him, in my opinion. They're
Damn.
gonna push them.
That's all you need to
That's a
say.
curb stomp. That's crazy.
I got the Rams here too. I don't think it'll be like a curb stomp because Rams secondary isn't the greatest either, but with no running game to help them with James Conner, it's just going to be harder for the Cards to move the ball. So probably like a 28-10 type of game.
More.
I mean, you know, on Twitter would be like, "Oh, they got them bent over." Like,
Nah, hell no.
no, it's good. Nah, but yeah, I think the Rams are just gonna kind of steamroll them. I know they got the Puka Nacua and they have Cup, but I think that like they've been getting ran on too. So I feel like Kyron Williams is gonna be in for a good game. Especially he had a pretty whatever game against the Eagles last week. They have a really good run defense, so hopefully he gets that going. So I feel like there's really not gonna be that stoppable for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right. Philly at the Jets. Who's going to pick against the Eagles again this week? Let's hear it.
Let me go with me.
The Eagles this week. I think Philly's going to win this game. I think their defense is going to put Zach Wilson in a blender, and Philly's offense is the tush push is going to be enough. It'll be enough to beat them. So I think Philly's going to win this pretty easily.
Like I said, I've been saying all year, Eagles win ugly. Doesn't matter. It's going to be tough this week. The Jets defense is definitely one of the best units in the NFL. And the offense of the last few weeks have been competent. I'm not going to say good because it's still a stretch. Breece Hall definitely has been looking good with no limited touches anymore, but better than they were in the first couple of weeks. So I think it'll be a battle for sure, but I got the Eagles pulling it out. I mean, Jalen Hurts over Zach Wilson's really the difference here. The Eagles defense can, I think, do enough, especially in the run game. They're going to just try to stop Breece Hall, and that's really all that they need to do, to be honest. And yeah, like I said, Eagles Super Bowl contender this season. I think they'll pull it out. However that looks, it might not be pretty, but they'll get the win.
Mm-hmm.
You can go first, Omar.
Yeah, I think that Phillies is a more talented team.
Oh, brother, we know what that means.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. AJ Brown, ever since he said he's not getting enough touches, has been a cooking.
Yeah, he's a top 5 receiver right now to me.
Yeah, they're
hear that, Gabe? You hear that, Gabe?
I'm listening. I hear all the takes.
DeAndre Swift has been playing amazing this season. He started off slow, but he started heating up. So I feel like it's the Eagles.
Hey, Goddard had a good game last week.
Yeah, Goddard too. Yeah, he was cooking.
They have a lot of weapons on that roster
for sure.
Yeah, I feel like the Jets are, you know what they are. They have Zach Wilson over there, so that makes so much fun.
All right, Gabe,
pick the Jets here.
You guys are done. You guys gave a lot of great points as to why the Eagles are going to win, but I'm gonna tell you why the Jets are going to win. This team. Okay, let me preface this by saying. Let me say it like this. The Jets have a good chance of losing. I'm not even gonna get it twisted. The Jets have a good chance of losing.
Have a good chance of losing, brother. Look at the odds right now.
That's a 99%. That's a pretty good chance.
They're favored to lose by a touchdown plus.
But that ain't gonna happen though. Let me tell you why.
Well, a touchdown.
Let me tell you why. Whatever. You guys are saying that the Eagles are gonna contain Breece Hall, right? They're gonna contain him.
Yeah, one of the best run defenses in the league. Yes.
Well, even if they contain him, Zach is going to feed the ball to Garrett Wilson.
Oh, man.
With the combination of Garrett Wilson throwing a couple Lazard, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this team is looking like they're going to beat the Eagles, and they're going to be the upset of the year. Watch. They're going to have the upset of the year. I'm telling you right now.
No way.
Zach Wilson is going to throw for 250 yards. He's going to have 0 interceptions.
Oh, man.
250, bro. That's like average.
Has he done that? Has he even done that this year?
Ever?
No,
of course he has.
let
me tell you when he did that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you when he did that. I'll tell you exactly when he did that.
I think against the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs, he played well. So maybe
he literally outplayed Mahomes, bro.
He did.
Hurts has never outplayed Mahomes. So there you go.
Yes,
bro.
he did in the Super Bowl. He outplayed him in the Super Bowl.
Debatable.
No, it's not. Look at the numbers. It's not even debatable.
But it's debatable, though. But I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you right now that Zach Wilson and the Jets are going to beat the Eagles come this Sunday.
All right, we'll see.
Put it in writing right now.
You standing on business?
We got it recorded.
The cape for Zach Wilson continues.
Yeah, it's insane. I feel like the Jets stink. I feel like the defense is the best thing about them, but I feel like the Eagles are a Super Bowl contender. Yeah,
quarterback.
I feel like their offense can't do much against. Like Garrett Wilson, one of the best touchdowns they has this year is all because of Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
you're not giving up
credit with one hand.
You're not giving
bring
up
it back out and then pull it back in. Like nigga said,
like you're not giving enough credit.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson.
That wasn't Zach Wilson at all.
Every catch Garrett Wilson has is just like the hardest catch of his career.
He's gonna have like 9 of the top 10 catches this year.
Next game, like 3 receptions, all like got to catch over 6 people for 4 yards too.
Got to head top everybody. But,
it is what it is.
I think the Philly is just gonna stop. So.
Zach has to put it like that so they don't take it. You know what I'm saying? So Garrett has to work like that. That's how they're linked up.
Making them better, huh?
They're literally like so like intertwined that they know that's gonna happen.
Sometimes he throws to the other team just to keep him off balance.
Nah. You don't do that.
You
think it's going to Lazard is actually going to Byron Murphy over here?
No, let me tell you this. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah, don't tell us anything. How about you tell us who wins Detroit at Tampa Bay?
You want to know the real answer?
Oh, go ahead.
Bro,
go ahead.
why? Bro, tell me why I was looking at this and the first thing that came to my mind was like the Pistons. And I saw like a highlight, but never mind. I think the Lions are gonna win. The Lions look really good this year. I like their offense. I like Jared Goff. Their defense isn't too bad either, in my opinion. Tampa Bay is not horrible, but I just think Detroit is better than them in like offensive. I know it sounds weird, but better than them offensively and defensively.
Yes, I'll also second that and choose the Detroit Lions. I think their offense is really talented. The playmaking, the resiliency that team has, and how the togetherness that they show really shows how good they are to me. I think Jared Goff with Amara St. Brown coming back. No Gibbs, but who's the other receiver?
Montgomery. Are you
Not
talking about
Montgomery.
Jameson
the receiver.
Williams.
Sorry? I didn't hear what
Is
you
it
said.
Jameson Williams?
Yeah, there you go. Jameson Williams. Khalif Raymond looks good too. The trick plays that they have. David Montgomery is playing the best football of his life. He's running pretty hard, so he fits the style and culture for them. The defense is actually looking way better than it did in previous seasons. Aiden Hutchinson's getting interceptions. The pressure that down there is looking really well. And so they actually look like a competent team that is probably going to win the division. And I think they'll beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year too. This week, not year.
Yeah, I think they are a better team. I'm not a fan of the Bucs, but I like a lot of their players. I think Baker Mayfield is a little capped as a quarterback, even though he's been playing all right. Hopefully, Mike is back and healthy. As long as he's there, I feel like there's always TD threats. Godwin's always looking good, so they have a lot of offensive power. And the defense isn't too shabby, but when it comes to the Lions this year, the Lions have been looking, I say like top 7. You know what I mean? Like they're a top team. I don't think they're a contender, but they're like a top team.
They are top 10 team in the NFL, in my opinion.
Top 10 for sure. Yeah, they might be like 7 or so, but so yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go with the Lions.
Playoff berth.
I'm gonna go with the Lions as well. I think them getting Amon-Ra back this week is gonna be huge for them. They were able to win without him last week, so
That's huge.
it's gonna help them. Hopefully, they get Jamo involved a little bit this week. We'll see. Doesn't really matter if they do or not because they still got capable receivers, and Josh Reynolds and Laporta has been eating from the tight end position. Montgomery's that workhorse running back, so you could give him 30 carries if need be. Even if you don't got Jahmyr Gibbs, but if you do got Jahmyr Gibbs, you could throw passes to him out the slot, out the backfield. So they got a variety of weapons there. The defense is much improved. Brian Branch, one of the best rookie safeties. So, yeah, Tampa Bay, they've been playing good this year for what they've got, but I think Detroit really has a cohesive team this season. So I got them winning.
I like it.
Hype for the
All
game.
All of us for Detroit.
Gabe said Lions too.
Yep.
Yup.
They have a lot of similar picks.
Next
week.
one might be a little unanimous.
Oh man.
Yeah, Giants.
A little bit.
Damn!
A little bit.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk about this
Buffalo's
one.
coming off a loss.
Yeah,
And,
we're about to tear the niggas
They're
up.
about to take it out on the Giants. And the Giants might not even have Daniel Jones. He hasn't been practicing all week. So Buffalo is easily winning this. And they're at
We're about
home.
to-
This is
They're
a
gonna pull the
no-brainer.
belt out. They're gonna pull the
Yeah.
belt out on them. That's how you're gonna do it to him.
I got Tyrod Taylor revenge game in this one.
Facts.
Just comes out, goes crazy. I actually got James Cook going off this week. I think he's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be.
I think everybody's going to eat.
Yeah.
We'll
Bro,
see.
this-
Diggs having at least 5 touchdowns.
This is so unfair, bro. I feel like you could even put Diggs at quarterback and they'll still win. Just swap Josh Allen and Diggs, see how it goes.
Imagine.
They gotta get him some flea flickers.
Yeah.
Put Josh Allen at tight end.
Dude, he could be a sick tight end, bro.
Yeah, he's big enough to play.
That's what I'm saying, man. It'd be nice.
Dude is so thick.
Yeah, convert. All right,
That's
moving.
crazy.
Let's move on, man.
Next match.
What?
That was the last game. Yeah, pause over. Diggs ended the 5. That's good. Oh, I forgot about that. What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah, this is
Monday Night Football. Dallas at
SoFi Stadium.
Chargers. Dallas is favored coming off that ugly, horrendous performance against the 49ers on prime time, but they get a chance to
Got
bounce
exposed.
back next week against the Chargers coming off a bye week. No Mike Williams, but they should have Austin Eckler back. So what are we
Yes,
thinking
sir.
here?
I think
I'm
Dallas is
taking
gonna
them boys.
easily win this game. I think after that butt whooping that they got from the 49ers, showed them who they really are and what they needed to do to become actual contenders. If they lost to another team in that fashion, it wouldn't be as important. But the fact that they lost to the 49ers, who are Super Bowl favorites, and they keep losing to them repeatedly in the playoffs and other scenarios, I think they know that it's time to get serious and they'll have a really big bounce back game against the Chargers. Their defense is top tier. Their offense should be competent enough to win against the Chargers defense too. They suck. So I think Dallas takes this pretty easily. It's probably another home game for them too. There's no Charger fans, bro, in LA. So Dallas home game to me, and I think the win.
There are Charger fans, loser. What are you talking about?
There's no Charger fans. It's a Dallas home game. It's America's team.
Chargers like my 4th or 5th favorite team.
They're a good team. I like them.
Same.
There's no
They're my
fans that show
third.
up for them.
What's your picks, man?
I got them lightning bolts up. What does it say? Bolt up? I forgot what
Bolt
this
up!
Bolt down.
Yeah.
Bolt
Shut up, bro.
Yeah, I think I know the Cowboys defense is pretty good, but I think that there's a lot of holes in it that the 49ers at least exposed. I think that Eckler coming back is big. I know we don't have Mike Williams, but Keenan is on a burner this year so far. I feel like as long as he stays healthy, he'll keep cooking. Herbert, we all know what Herbert do. He's looking pretty good. So I think that as long as the defense can hold up against like the Cowboys offense, because of Dak is not where it should be. I don't think it's like a top tier offense in the league. So I think that if the defense of the Chargers can tighten up a little bit, I think that the Chargers are gonna take that out.
Bruh, there was a Cowboys fan takeover at the practice for the Chargers. What the fuck? That's so lame.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm reading that right now. What the hell?
in
It has
LA.
been a bit of a joke in the NFL that the Chargers do not have a fan base. What is the first line saying?
It's
No,
true
they're
though.
right.
Regardless,
They don't have a fan base.
I'm choosing the Chargers. I'm a fan. I love Herbert. All right. His finger's a little banged up, but he said there's nothing to like worry about that much. So I'm gonna trust what he says, and I'm gonna believe in Herbert. And Herbert's gonna sling, bro. I think the Chargers are gonna win. I have no doubt in my mind that Chargers are gonna win that game. And bro, Dallas Cowboy fans need to calm down, bro. Those guys, you guys have Dak Prescott as your quarterback. Stop whining to everyone else.
This guy.
That nigga's ass.
He's trash, bro. You're lucky. Desmond Ridder doesn't outshine that guy completely right now. I'm done.
Whoa.
That's crazy. That's a little wild.
He hopped off. He said, I can't show my face after saying that. I think this will be a close game as the line indicates, but I don't think Dak is that guy. He showed us last week that he was not that guy. 3 picks to the 49ers. This is a primetime game. This is a premier playoff matchup. Everyone was looking at this game, and the 49ers came out and said, you're not even on the same level. If we see your ass, what Debo said this, if we see your ass, we're going to give you another 40 piece or something like that. I don't know what he said, but basically he said you guys stink. Yeah, so I think the Dallas defense is one of their strong suits, but them not having Trayvon Diggs, them kind of getting lit up, maybe they'll play more aggressively and, make this a closer game. And, if Dak is going to show anything, this is the matchup to do it against. We all know how bad the Chargers defense is. Brandon Staley does not know what he's doing out there. They traded J.C. Jackson back to the Patriots, one of the worst signings of the last few years. They can't stop the run game for shit, but I don't have much faith in Dak Prescott. Even though this is the matchup to get right against, I'm not a believer. So, it's going to have to be Tony Pollard. He's going to have to make the right throws, but I think he won't make enough of the good plays. I have more faith in Justin Herbert coming off a bye and just getting the ball to his players. I know there's no home advantage for the Chargers or whatever, but they are playing at home. And, I don't know. Dak Prescott not look good at all this season, really. So I'm going with the bolt up, baby.
Facts.
So another win in the W column for me.
Nah, you alone.
I had no dubs this week.
Definitely not. I think let's see.
Answering questions.
Still up all time. Answering questions.
This
Anybody throw
Yeah.
questions in the chats, comments in the
God
chat.
damn. That's the weekend.
We got fantasy questions, starter sit. We got to do a fantasy segment. We got to do a betting segment. We got to do all these
No,
sponsors.
I was trying to tell him how you can't do that. Yeah, I was gonna say below your face.
All right, let's do a betting segment. No, I'm just kidding.
You just have like a
Get this man out of
blurry
here.
square over this nigga's face.
Yeah, we got to give him the Lock character treatment. So like, I don't know who
Hassan,
it
I have
is.
a question for you before. What do you need to see from Brock Purdy to like get you over the
He's
hump?
like this the whole time.
Me?
What do you need to see more from him? Like,
I
what do you
have to
want
see
him to
him
do? Like,
just
average
be-
350 yards? I don't get it.
I just have to see him perform very well against good teams.
He needs to date Taylor Swift.
I mean, he played pretty well against the Cowboys, but I got to see like in close games. I got to see him win them the game. That's what will put me over the top for him.
I think he won them the game last week, brother.
Well, I mean, they beat him down like a lot of like McCaffrey forced fumbles.
McCaffrey didn't even have that good of a game last week, bro.
Where do you think the Kittle touchdowns came
Purdy.
from? Hassan, where do you think the Kittle touchdowns came from?
Yeah, they came from Purdy. It was good.
Okay,
good plays,
so
though.
3 touchdowns.
Perfect passer rating, damn
You
near.
see the flea flicker where he passed it to Samuel and Samuel passed it back to him. The dude's wide open. That's clearly the play calling. That's not.
Yeah, it's a trick play. What, bro? What are you complaining about? Trick play?
And it was a dot. It was a dot right in the bucket.
It was a dot, though.
It wasn't dot. I'm just saying it was a great play call, though.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
bro!
but the ones where he was.
Why don't you shit on Tua and Mahomes for?
Yeah.
Well, the play
Andy Reid,
Kittle was in the back of
Reid.
the end zone.
Daniels is out here
between
doing
people.
crazy shit.
If the game's on the line and he has a game-winning drive, I'd give him credit.
What is the situation? Well, he's never going to be in that position because he's actually
they're blowing
That's
things
not
out.
what I
There's
think.
never a
I'm
need
just
for
letting
that.
you know what I think. Obviously, you don't agree with me.
You're saying an impossible scenario to happen. You're like, if they're in a game-winning drive, down by 6, it can touchdown or like something.
It's
He's
gonna
a
happen.
Skip Bayless treatment.
He
He's doing a
can't be
Skip
playing-
Bayless treatment.
As of right now, he can't be playing better than he's playing. Like he can't just be perfect. He was damn near
He's
perfect in the Cardinals
unclutch.
game.
He's unclutch. He
He's
doesn't
playing,
know. He can't
he's playing
win
pretty
them
well.
games.
If I have to see him win them a game, win him a game.
He hasn't lost them a game, Hassan.
Yeah, and I give him credit
QBs
for
lose
that.
games like more.
Doesn't mean he's a top 10 QB.
Justin
give him
Fields has
credit
lost
for it.
22 games.
That team is terrible.
Purdy 0.
Brock Purdy would be
Hey,
terrible
we
on
don't got to
that
bring
team.
my boy's name into this.
Is
Guys.
that-
We
is
don't
that
got to say
all
his name.
Is Brock Purdy going to win the Chicago Bears games?
Yes,
We've seen Kirk Cousins like lose games.
he would definitely be getting DJ Moore more touchdowns.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
he
promise
would.
you that.
Who would
He
get
would have
more?
that offense moving. He'd have Darnell Mooney getting receptions too.
No. That dude would be getting killed way worse than Justin Fields. Purdy's not even like mobile.
Who's better,
either.
Brock
I mean,
Purdy
I
or
haven't seen him
Justin
run up the
Fields?
pocket. He's just very accurate.
Who's
That's
better?
how I actually play.
Who's
Well,
better, Brock Purdy or Justin
Well, one's
Fields?
winning more.
I'm asking Hassan, who's better, Brock Purdy or Justin Fields?
Like talent wise, or just
I'm at just who's better? Who's
Switch
better,
up-
Brock Purdy? Or
Switch up
Justin
Currently-
these
Fields?
teams.
currently Purdy's better, but I think Justin Fields has more talent.
Yeah, I agree too with that. Honestly,
Yeah. It's
I
fair
don't know what
take.
that means. All I know is
I'm gonna
Purdy's
make
better.
that as a TikTok next. Thanks, Hassan.
There you go.
No, but it's true though. Put Brock Purdy in the Bears. Like, there's not much you could do except feed more.
Dude,
You know what I
many-
mean?
A lot of quarterbacks are failing in that. I get on the Bears systems.
They are, which is why like what you just said is like, yeah, Justin Fields more talented, but Purdy's winning.
Yeah. I just think he has to show me. He has to have a game-winning drive, or he's like the reason why they win to show me that he's a top 10 QB.
But he makes enough winning plays in general.
I feel like you wanted to pull up Brady or something. Like, just do
He
some
was
hurry up
the reason
offense.
they
He's
won
throwing-
literally last
he
week.
still scrambles. Yeah, he still scrambles. He gets.
No, he wasn't.
he
Literally,
scrambles.
Dak, you see how Dak was playing?
I would give it more
Doesn't
to
matter.
Purdy than Dak. I mean, Dak didn't help, but they would have won
That fumble,
regardless.
they had a fumble at the red zone, interception that put him in the red zone, and then good play calls.
I think
then
Purdy.
Brock
I think
Purdy.
Purdy won that game last week.
I don't think
Didn't
they won
CMC
by
also have a
they won
fumble?
Bro,
40
you
to
see the
10.
throws like
He's
when he
not-
does be throwing midfield. He's
They won
he's
40
so
to 10.
accurate. He throws down midfield like it catches Debo.
He was throwing darts, bro. He was
Like,
throwing through
yeah.
layers
Yeah,
of
he's
defenders,
an
bro.
actor.
It wasn't like it wasn't like dudes
was
wide
impressive
open.
throws. It was
He was
impressive
getting through
throws.
layers of
Impressive throw. He
defenders
had an
over the
impressive
heads of the
throw to Kittle.
linebackers.
He's accurate. He's a good player. I'm just saying he's not.
He throws good throws to Ayuk too. By the way,
He's not the
Hassan.
biggest reason why
And
they're winning
Debo.
games. I'll tell you that. That's just my thing.
Because I feel like even with good play calling, dude, like some people don't even run through progressions correctly. Some people, like play
That's
too
fair. That's
fast.
facts.
Some people, you know what I mean? Some people will throw it behind or throw it at them. Like so far, Brock Purdy has been extremely accurate, extremely efficient. Just like
Yeah, that's what
I
makes
was
him a
watching
good
videos on him
quarterback.
today. Like he takes like his footwork. Somebody was breaking down his footwork. Apparently, it's like next level. Like he's taking just so much less time
and
to
how he
get the
throws
ball out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what makes him a good quarterback. But like a lot of the schemes and motions that they have is just like makes his job way easier than it is for other QBs, and that's just a fact.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
but I think
stating
he's thriving-
facts and
he's
Omari's
thriving in the
stating
system.
facts. You're
Yeah,
both stating facts though.
We can disagree on certain.
He's
things. I
playing.
think
He's
a lot of
playing as
players-
good as he could possibly be playing right now.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
it's like I wouldn't want to count against him that they haven't been in a position to lose so far. Because
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to put him at that upper echelon level of quarterbacks, which is a top 10 QB in the league, he has to show me that he can win in those situations. And I mean, he hasn't been put in many situations like that because the team is really, really good. But he will be put in that situation sooner rather than later. And if he can
Yeah, I was gonna say,
succeed, I'll agree with you.
When's there a next like really tough matchup?
I think
They're
Eagles.
versing the Eagles soon.
Eagles, right?
But
They're versing the
other
Eagles.
than that, when they play like a team in the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl, we're gonna see who he really is. So
He
He was already
he
cooking.
played the Seahawks. What did he play last year?
yeah, and they're not they had no chance.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, I mean,
They weren't gonna beat the 49ers. His
It's a
test is
negative.
against the Eagles and he got hurt. And
That was
actually chose the 49ers to win last year too.
Well,
I think they're gonna
they
win
versed the
this season.
Eagles. They versed the Eagles exactly on what date is this? Where's the shit?
Division championship game. Are you talking about this year?
yeah, he's talking about this year.
Am I
What
stupid?
week?
I mean, if he continues to win games following the script, I mean,
December 3rd. So December 3rd
Damn.
versus the Eagles. I know it's
Yeah.
far.
No, we'll see.
It's like what?
Anything
11
else, or
11 or something?
Something like that.
anything else?
Do you think the Bengals have a chance to beat the Niners?
No.
No.
Next
Like,
question.
utterly no.
No,
No, that was just in 2 weeks match, October 29.
no,
Definitely
they
not.
I don't think they
Who's
have a
at home?
chance.
Niners are at home.
No.
Definitely not. Niners have had a lot of home games.
In order for the Bengals to win that game, they have to play like a damn near perfect game and make no mistakes against them, which they've made plenty of mistakes to show us that that's not going to happen this year, in my
Well,
opinion.
that's in a few weeks. So if they
I don't
iron out
think they have
those
a chance
mistakes,
to stop their offense either.
Yeah.
Even
And
if they
that
play
defense
good
is
on
showing
offense.
the
that's-
defense, it is a
Yeah.
defensive struggle. You right. You
Even if
right.
the offense is looking good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like only complete teams that are good on both sides of the ball have a chance against the Niners right now.
Yeah, like the Bears.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Time to end
It's
this podcast.
time to go.
They'd probably
That
like
is
they'd
so
probably
funny.
do Cowboys. It's crazy against the Cowboys. Dude, they had like 42 in 3 quarters. It's like fucking NBA numbers.
Yeah.
You know, like the Dolphins game.
That Dolphins game was crazy.
Dolphins versus 49ers would be fun to watch, but I don't think that's happening this year unless they make it to the Super Bowl. So
That'll
That would be a
fun.
good Super Bowl though.
yeah, that would
I
be
still got the
fun to
Billies.
watch.
I got the Billies in the Niners.
I
That'll be a
think
good game.
I don't feel good about my Ravens pick, but I still feel good about the Eagles.
Who did I choose? I chose the Cowboys and
I think you picked the
49ers,
Bengals.
right? Or no, Cowboys and who else?
Chose the Bengals, I think.
No, I chose the Jets.
I
Cowboys
chose the
and Jets.
Bengals.
But
Jets.
Yeah, that was
rip.
before Rodgers went down. So
Them picks is aging like
aging very well, huh?
cheese.
If I have to change my thing, I'm going Eagles, Bills.
I'm going
I'd go
Niners,
Bills 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going
Man.
Niners, Bills.
Bills
I mean, that was
every
my
year.
original,
Every year
so.
the Bills go down, man. I don't know.
This
We
year,
can
this
do
year.
we can always do like a power ranking after we
They've
do
been
the
saying
pick-ems.
this their year like 2 years
Top
in a
10
row.
teams that we think are now in the NFL.
The top. Yeah, we could. You mean like right now, or you mean later?
Oh, later. I'm tired
Man,
now.
I want
Yeah,
the
I
Jets
say.
to make it. But
I'm out of it.
The
Bro,
Jets.
they're not gonna
Next
make
week.
playoffs.
Next Monday.
dude, I wish the Bears would make it.
All right,
Why?
time to end it, man.
Why would you want to
Yeah.
see?
That was
extra
just
Bears
a wish. I
players?
didn't even say they were. What? Like what?
No, so why would you
All
even
right.
want to see extra?
What are we
Bears
doing
players?
tomorrow? Eastern Conference rankings for the NBA.
Yeah, we have to. We didn't do we did the West already, so we got to do
Yeah.
the East.
What time are we gonna
Just
meet up?
don't even do East.
8.
Probably 8:30.
8:30.
Please,
8:30.
yeah. Don't make 10, bro. I don't.
We could do
Yeah.
7 or 7:30, whatever's comfortable.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like,
Omari
8:30.
works tomorrow too. So
Yeah, I like to get home and relax for a
a
second.
little bit.
You're
Yeah.
good.
Then what do we
Well,
got after
yeah.
that? Award races?
Wait, what?
What?
Awards?
Oh,
Nah,
awards.
I mean, well, I'll figure it out. I'll text you if we definitely Eastern Conference. Don't make the standings.
11 days. 11 days
Are
until
we,
the
do
season
you want us to
starts.
do anything else that, for tomorrow, Bez, or just the Eastern Conference?
We'll do the
rankings?
East for sure, and then I'll figure it out if we'll be able to get something else in, depending on what I get for the news and stuff.
Yeah.
I have some news myself. I
Yeah,
put
let
more
us
in.
know because I can make either a game or I could get news too, just in case.
Yeah, we'll
Got
figure it out for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely East standings. So make sure you
For
guys
sure. I'm
lock
at
in
East
on those.
standings.
All right.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Drop a like on this live stream. if you are watching. If you're watching this later, still drop a like and make sure you got the noties on. We should do these like every Thursday or something. So I don't know if
Thursday
y'all are
or
down.
Monday. So
All
you
right.
get
Monday,
TNF
Tuesday,
too.
Wednesday, Thursday. They're all good days, to be honest.
So if you're tuning in right now, or if you're seeing this later, make sure you tune in Tuesday or Thursday nights / Monday nights. We will either be doing recaps or Monday night or Thursday night, plus giving our picks for next week. Just really depends what everyone's schedule is. But Monday or Thursday night football after the games, tune in on Bottom Line Podcast if you want some more NFL discussion, especially after the game. You want to talk shit about whoever lost. We're there. So appreciate y'all and see you on our next week's episode of Bottom Line.